Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about an ending that I think kind of caught somebody off guard and was particularly painful, that has pushed them into trying to find a way to be a little bit petty. So I get kind of like a Loki vibe, like, what can I do to kind of mess with you? A little bit playful, but a little bit lame, right? Um, I love Loki, don't take that the wrong way. But it's like they want this ending. Like if you're no longer going to be friends, if you're no longer going to be together, they want to like sprinkle a little bit of their own spices on that situation. So I don't know. This is interesting. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time, and we'll see what this actually means. Definitely think we need to pull a few from the situations deck. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It's cold. And as a Minnesotan, I feel a little bit silly for saying that because it's really not that cold, but I'm cold. I hope it's nice and toasty wherever you are. I freaking called that. Okay. So I literally just said it's like playful, right? And then we also have a situation where we have ended things. We are ghosted or blocked. We don't communicate the way that we used to, right? But I want to toy with you. I want to like do something to kind of mess with you. So there's a dirty little secret that one of these people is trying to keep under wraps. It's like in my mind, what I'm seeing is like a cat in a box. You know, they're going to get out eventually, but they have to kind of like paw at it for a little bit. Maybe they have to like look for where the actual like weakest flap of the cardboard box is. There's something coming out here, a truth that's slowly being revealed. And I feel like somebody's trying to stop that because we have realization in the reverse. So the whole story isn't out yet. Let's see what that means. All right, this is the beginner's tarot and one of my hairs. When you have long hair, it gets everywhere, you know? It's like probably all over this table. All right, we have Page of Swords in the reverse. Page of Cups. Definitely immature energy. I just have to like underscore that. There's somebody here that's pretending to be nice, pretending to be civil, maybe even offering an apology, but it's not real. This person is actually, I mean, the word that I'm drawn to on this card is cunning. They like gossip. They like playing around with people's emotions. So this is somebody to your face being very pleasant or trying to make things be okay or appear okay, but they are trying to find a way to hurt you because they feel like you hurt them. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Cups. Again, we have one in the reverse and one in the upright of the same things. We have Page and the twos. Both of them have that pattern. So honestly, I feel like whoever the two people are that I'm talking about, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it can be. There is some sort of sexual scandal here involved in the social situation in some regard, but there is also a very big difference between who you are and who this person is. One person is good at standing by their morals and can be authentic, and another person wears a mask and likes toying with people. There's definitely like a fakeness happening right now. If you, for example, have to see this person regularly, maybe you still live with them, maybe you still work with them, whatever it is, after this ending, it's like they feel like they have to put on a little bit of a show, so they're making it fun for themselves by doing something under the table or underhanded, something that they can, like, smile at you in your face and know that they're messing with you. Like, "Yeah, no, I'm being a good person." Like, "How can I mess with you?" But there is a lie here, and I feel like it's gonna boomerang back around on them in some way. So, whatever this thing is, like what I'm picturing in my mind is a scorpion's tail, right? Like, so we might be dealing with a Scorpio here, but we have somebody who's like, I'm going to smile in your face and then like sting you and you won't even notice. Like I'm distracting you or something. But they were impulsive with this movement, whatever the sting was, whatever the thing is that they're trying to be crafty about or get some sort of reaction from you on. There's there's an unintended consequence for this person. Trying to think of a good way to describe this. Um Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. Long ago I had a falling out with a friend. Long ago. Okay. And it was rather emotional because we'd been best friends. And this was one of those situations where we had similar like social circles, right? So after the friendship ended, it wasn't really easy to fully get away from this person. And like we frequented the same bars, blah, 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 right? Well, one night I'm standing in line to get into the bar and, scope out a good place. It happens to be like by the front window. I steal that spot and then a couple minutes later, one of my friends comes in and tells me the story about how she was standing in line. She could see me in the window, and somebody in front of her had started talking. And this was the ex best friend that, you know, apparently still had some beef. And the friend that was talking to me was wasted or like, kind of tipsy. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, guess what, Carmen? I saw blah, blah, blah outside." She's like, "Yeah, we saw you from the window while we were standing in line." And I go, "Oh my God, look, it's Carmen." And ex-best friend says, "Ugh, I hate her." But like the friend who's tipsy just like kind of completely missed the like undertone or like the opportunity to like ask, "Well, why don't you like Carmen anymore?" I think even said something like, "She's the devil's spawn." Really clever stuff. I have to give it to her. And the drunk tipsy girl, love her, was just like, "Carmen? No, no, she's not the devil's spawn. I love her." So it's like trying to inflict problems or gossip or defame someone, like in that situation. It didn't work. There was some sort of like protective layer there where the person's previous like encounters with me were enough for that person to like defend me or drunkenly just completely miss the insult altogether, right? Hi, Tiana. Hi, Latasha. Sorry for taking forever to say hello. So whatever this sting is, whatever this like, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna make you feel bad about yourself, it like fails to do what they're trying to do and might actually have consequences for them. Because this Five of Pentacles in the reverse, honestly, it's like something that they thought was long gone or was buried or people weren't going to talk about it comes back up. So they rehash something they didn't really want to, something that they haven't been fully honest about. King of Cups, Two of Wands in the reverse. This is weird. I feel like somebody was trying to, like, whoever this petty person is that's wearing a mask, I feel like they were trying to mislead people as to their whereabouts or who they were with, and that comes back up. Yeah, I don't know. This Two of Wands to me is like misdirection. Like, I'm trying to get you to look over here when really the problem is right here, right in front of you, right? All right, so we have the King of Swords in the reverse. So we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, and now we have the King of Swords, which indicates some sort of like ramping up. Like, I'm gonna really, like, this is all I can do to you, so I'm gonna do my worst, right? If you've ever watched The Simpsons, the scene in my head right now is when uh Bart and Lisa are like fighting each other, but they're not like super invested in fighting with each other. So I can't remember which does which, but I think Bart starts like kicking indiscriminately, like one leg after the other. And if you walk into me, it's not my fault. I'm just kicking in the air and you got in my way. This person is like that. Like, I'm just gonna keep punching. And if I come into contact with you, awesome. All I want to do is get you back. All I want to do is show you that you shouldn't have messed with me. But they're foolish. There's something here about their emotions blocking some sort of logic for them. And it ends up kind of ruining their plan. Like, something doesn't compute, or something makes another issue problematic again. Like, they end up putting themselves in a difficult situation by trying to lash out at you. This is the Golden Lenormand. We have number 13 and number 17, the storks and the little girl. Somebody got wind of a new beginning or something that you were excited about. And by somebody, I mean eventually this person who's fake. They heard that you were excited about a new job, a new person, a new friend, a new whatever. And they want to, poo in your punch bowl. They want to ruin that in some way for you. All right. This is the Marigold Tarot. Five of Rings in the reverse. That's the same as this card. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This untruth or this lie is going to come back on this person. They're talking about something to do with a sex partner, a flirtation. For some of you, this is somebody who's trying to say that they know something about your sex life, or that they have been with somebody you're interested in. So I feel like they're putting on an act in some way to try to humiliate you or make you second guess something that you actually are really excited about. But oofda. Eight of Rings or Eight of Pentacles, Death, and King of Rings or King of Pentacles, all in the reverse. It doesn't matter how much work they try to put into this situation, it's not going to pay off because I think they've underestimated who they're dealing with or they've overplayed their hand. The thing is, I feel like the universe wants this person to learn a lesson through the situation. So even though they may have thought this plan was great and it was going to be super successful, they have misjudged the situation, misjudged the person they're dealing with or people they're dealing with. It's like assuming somebody is not intuitive and just will eat whatever you have out of the palm of your hand, right? Like there are some people out there that I think greatly underestimate how many people are capable of detecting little like mannerisms or signs or patterns in behavior that would determine whether or not you trust somebody. There's discernment everywhere. People have it, people use it. There's somebody here that I think forgot that they're dealing with somebody that's nobody's fool. They're going to figure it out. Whatever this little play or facade or illusion is, it's just someone being selfish or wanting to cause grief. But I don't know. It's, I think, a distraction technique to try to forget that this person's actually really hurt by their own actions. Temperance in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, Seven of Wands in the reverse. If this person chooses to attack somebody who ended a friendship or a relationship for valid reasons, and they're trying to cause some sort of grief or even loss, perhaps even mess with somebody's like love life or ability to start a family, whatever it is, they're going to end up having that same energy come back on them. This Temperance in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This is like whatever loss you're trying to create for somebody else, whatever you think you can do, Seven of Wands in the reverse to attack, it's going to come back on you. Like, not enough people have seen the movie The Craft. Or know basic rules of how to be a human. I feel like this person should know better. They don't expect to have consequences commensurate to their actions, but they're going to. There's that King of Cups again. So I do feel like there's somebody here who has emotions invested in some sort of new connection. Doesn't have to be a masculine energy, but it could be. I do feel like we have at least one person in this mix is somebody who is both feminine and masculine. So could come out very easily as either. They're a very defined personality. People either like this person or don't like this person. King of Cups, Three of Wands, Hermit in the reverse. Yeah, this person's trying to blind or confuse the person that they feel walked away from them, abandoned them, or neglected them in some way. I'm going to mess with something that I know you're expecting to go well. Or that could go well. We're going to go with the Santa Muerte. I feel like these skeletons are a good match for this reading for some reason. That might resonate for some of you. Three of Pentacles. This is definitely something about a social community. There are people talking about certain repeating characters, right? And then we have an Ace of Pentacles. There is the potential here for something beautiful to happen, a new job, a new relationship, a new start, a new friendship. And there's somebody here who wants to ruin that. Whatever they do to try to create some sort of loss here, or like what I'm seeing is somebody who wanted a drought, a famine. I don't want you to have good friends. I don't want you to have love interests. Instead, instead, what I see is the universe doing the opposite. Like, okay, this person doesn't want you to feel supported or loved. We're going to throw a bunch of support and love at you. New friends, new love interests. Like, take your pick, baby. Because we have Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups right next to each other. And they're right underneath this attack trying to create a loss. You're going to try to hurt somebody who doesn't deserve it. We're going to bless them right in front of you. They're going to have more than enough. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Wands. Here's that Knight of Wands again. This is that same energy that's trying to cause destruction or some sort of problem. And they're coming out with another symbol for loss. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is definitely a loss. And Six of Pentacles. This is the more you come at somebody, the more you try to harm somebody or cause issues for this person because you're upset that things are over, the more you cause issues for yourself. Work on yourself. Don't waste your energy trying to fuck with others. It's just really not worth it. Like, look at your energy, your time, and how you spend your time as currency. That is something that you are spending, right? Who's worth it? Not everyone. Most animals, though, they're worth it. Let's see what else we have. Five of Wands. 10 of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who has bitten off more than they can chew. Now we have the King of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who is going to think that what they're doing is funny. They could just like chuckle from the sidelines. No one would know what was going on, and they would get to watch somebody, cry or be upset or disappointed or miss out on something. But what ends up really happening is things kind of get a little bit more intense or a little bit more serious, and something makes it clear that this petty person is involved and that there are other things about this person to be discovered. It really just makes them look worse than they did before. They're going to be overwhelmed by this fight that they picked themselves, right? Because we have somebody that is literally lighting the match with wands. I started this fight, Hello there, 144 Chosen. How are you doing? Oh. Well, we've got somebody that I think is going to be learning a little bit of a difficult lesson. But I feel like this is a second attempt or worse for this person to learn this lesson in terms of how to treat people and how the energy is returned to you. Seven of Pentacles, Justice. Seven of Cups in the reverse. So the number 7 could be pretty important. I think it really is just underscoring for us that we have somebody here that's protected. Whoever's trying to mess with their former friend or their ex, you're not going to get what you want. In fact, it's going to be kind of a difficult situation that you signed yourself up for that brings you more karmic justice in a way you don't really want, because you've got things you have to pay, like for actions that you have consequences for. So with Seven of Pentacles and Justice, this is like you will get exactly what you deserve for your actions. You'll have to probably apologize. and the person that you were trying to mess with is going to get blessed. Seven of Cups in the reverse, there's going to be an obvious like clearing of the illusion or the lies that makes this person look pretty foolish. If not like downright like rude or cruel. If there was already an issue here in terms of somebody's popularity or social credit, should we say, they take a pretty big hit after this. Hi, Kevin. How are you doing? This is the Gilded Reverie. Number 36 and number 43. So number 36 in the regular Lenormand is the end of the deck. And I think that's important to note because this cross card indicates somebody who's going through a dark night of the soul. Somebody that has a lot of difficult situations along with choices in how to handle those situations. And I feel like what we're finding out is this person who's going through the dark night of the soul is maybe struggling a little bit to understand the general concept or the idea that they're supposed to be learning or that they're supposed to be considering things like karma and what is right, because they are not. They're acting, I think, rather impulsively and then getting some consequences they didn't really expect. We did have the Death card come out a number of times. So I think there is a pretty decent chance that we have a Scorpio here, especially since I had that image of the scorpion and their tail. But more importantly, that energy is about somebody who transforms. This is an invitation for somebody to no longer be immature and impulsive and petty. And the universe is watching to see whether or not they take that opportunity and run with it, or if they decide to just be basic. I'm sorry, that's just the word that comes to mind. Don't hate me. We have number 29, the woman. And what is it, 41? Yeah, number 41, the wishing well. So while one person's going through a dark night of the soul, the other person is protected and getting some sort of wish granted. Seems like a pretty good ending to that story, wouldn't you say? All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all enjoyed the reading. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm going to have some sort of opportunity for a free reading or two that I'm going to give away by the end of the year, and hopefully that can go to you. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, guys.